So, can physical therapy help with your hand?
You bet. You bet. Arthritis in the hand. Just wait. It's coming to your neighborhood. We use our hands a lot. And I think now with the phones, always having to, flip with your thumb, the first joint to get it is your CMC joint. So, this is where you're going to start to feel it. And you'll see it in people's hands who use their hands a lot, like physical therapists.
Yeah.
So it's coming.
What is your CMC joint?
Your carpal metacarpal joint.
And
So,
that's...
yeah, down here.
right
Yeah,
there. Okay.
yeah, you can see it on me already.
Oh.
Well, come on. It's been
Yeah.
50 years of doing this.
Yes.
But there are things you can do. I think mine would be much more painful if I didn't do different exercises, but there's tons you can do. STAM has a program where you pretty much spread the fingers apart, you bend, you have different joints. You have what's called your MP joints, which is right here, and you can put them over a table and just work those. Then you can do your PIPs, which are here, and just bend here. And then you have your DIPs, and you just bend the very edges. All right, but again, it's much easier if you have a hard table, you can do it over. And that's a great way to work on all your different muscles. Then working, extension of each finger, squeezing, putty. There's things called webs where you can put your finger in, especially for the thumb. Now, the thumb is a tricky one. One of the things you can do is just take a rubber band and put it around your hand. And where the thumb really has problems is not so much this, because we do a lot of this. It has problems with this, because we don't do as much of this. So if you put a rubber band right around the lower part of the thumb and just work on the abduction and extension of the thumb, it will really help that thumb OA. So those are just a few of the things that you can do. Don't overdo it. All right, start slowly, because you can overdo it with the hands. Another thing that helps, Voltaren cream, paraffin has been shown in studies to be effective, and a lot of my patients love it because it really gives them relief. You got
what about just like heat or ice? Any of those?
I haven't read any studies on that. Definitely paraffin I've seen. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I'm sure if I search it, I'm sure there's probably stuff. But definitely paraffin, definitely the diclofenac, which is Voltaren, and even Trameal, which is what's it called? Homeopathic. That's been shown in some studies. So if you're worried about Voltaren cream because it's a prescription, you can do Trameal, which is a homeopathic, which actually has a couple pretty good studies for that too. Yeah, really it's not going to go. It's not if Voltaren is an anti-inflammatory, but it doesn't go into your system.
Okay,
it's pretty localized. Yeah, you just roll it on.
And you can get that over the counter.
Oh yeah, now you can. You couldn't, but now you can.
Yeah, that's really helpful. Thank you.
Sure.